Excuse me.
Sarah Palin on Wednesday testified in her defamation case against the New York Times after a former editor denied trying to blame her for a 2011 mass shooting in an editorial he oversaw 6 years later. The former Alaska governor and 2008 Republican U.S. vice presidential candidate, who portrayed herself as a dedicated public servant in her testimony, appeared only briefly on the witness stand in Manhattan federal court and is expected to return on Thursday.
I think the meat of the testimony, of course, will be tomorrow.
James Bennett, a former Times editorial page editor, earlier testified that changes he made to a draft of the editorial, which the Times later corrected, were not meant to hold Palin or her political action committee responsible for the shooting, in which 6 people died and several were wounded, including then Democratic Congresswoman Gabby Giffords. The editorial referred to Palin's political action committee having earlier circulated a map that put Giffords and 19 other Democrats under crosshairs. Bennett added incorrect language that said the link to political incitement was clear between the map and the Giffords shooting. The editorial was corrected the next day. In Wednesday's testimony, Bennett maintained that he added the language while under deadline pressure, thinking that the growth of highly charged political rhetoric could prompt such incidents. But he denied adding the language in order to suggest the gunman used the crosshairs map. To win, Palin must prove that Bennett and the Times acted with actual malice, meaning they knew the editorial was false or had reckless regard for the truth. The trial is a test of long-standing legal protections for U.S. media against defamation claims by public figures.